Hello, welcome to the weather update. It's about 9:45 on September 3rd, and plenty of clouds around today. See, we're having a problem loading the satellite, but we had a good amount of high clouds around, and high clouds, mix of sunny clouds, but still cool out there. Still cool out there. Oh, finally, it loads. There we go. Yeah, it seems like there's some kind of issue with the satellite imagery. You can see there not working correctly. But you can see right now it's really nice out there. 70 degrees at Islip. Let me just look at the alley. Wow, the alley is actually 72, so that's not too bad. So 70 at Islip. Dew point still manageable, 59. It's pretty comfortable. Southeast winds all day today, so it stayed pretty cool today. You can see they've got temperatures in the upper 60s in the New Jersey Pine Barrens, and already 61 at West Hampton, 61 at West Hampton already. So, yeah, it's cooling off already, even getting some radiational cooling out there tonight. So let's look at our highs and lows for the day. Start off with the lows first, and you'll see there it got down to 50 again at West Hampton. Lows were around 60 degrees across the rest other areas of Long Island, mid-60s in the city, and looks like mid-50s in the Jersey, in the rural parts of New Jersey, and of course the Pine Barrens as well, in the Jersey, inland from the Jersey Shore there in the mid-50s as well. Let's go to the highs, and your high temperatures generally upper 70s to around 80. It actually was a little cooler today, I think, due to some of the clouds around. Only 76 for a high at West Hampton. City was in the low 80s, and highs were in the low 80s in New Jersey as well. So, yeah, pretty comfortable day out there. The sky wasn't as nice as yesterday, but still pretty decent day outside. So let's go take a look at what the Weather Service has posted here regarding August, because this is interesting here. If we look at this, you'll see here, if they finally posted, all right, dry month. So here we go. This is the total rainfall. This kind of shows you the rainfall amounts here. That we had in Central Park, 1.71. Normal is supposed to be 4.56. That's a 2.85-inch deficit there. So it's not the record. It's the 18th driest. Newark, 1.92. Normal is 4.15. That is the 12th driest. You can see this has the all-time record here. They had 0.36. Most of these were in 1995. Was set, except for Islip, which was set in 1964. Islip had their fourth driest on record, with only 0.67 falling there. JFK only 0.85. So you see the influence of that. The South Shore and the sea breeze kept the thunderstorms away, which kept it drier than normal. Bridgeport had their third driest on record. All right, 0.82. Normal rainfall for the month, 3.98. So very interesting there. And then they had another graphic here as well that they put up as well. Record-breaking warmth for August, all right? Warmest August on record at Newark, and warmest August on record at Islip as well. So you'll see Islip got up to 7. It was the average temperature was 77.7. Normal is supposed to be 73.7. That's a 4 degrees above normal for Islip. The warmest ever on record. JFK's second warmest August, 78.7. Normal was 75. That's 3.7 degrees above normal. LaGuardia had their fourth warmest August. Normal there, 80.8. The average, 80.8. The normal was 77.7. That's 3.5 degrees above normal. Bridgeport, 77.3 was their average. Normal supposed to be 74.5. That's 2.8 degrees above normal. So they had their third warmest on record. And Central Park also had their third warmest on record as well. So, yeah, just a ridiculously hot and dry August. And this is all part of what we're going to be seeing now as we deal with the effects of the climate crisis. Let's talk now about the tropics, because we have, actually this isn't a hurricane anymore. NHC downgraded it. So if the latest from the NHC here on Danielle, you'll see they still have it forecast to probably become a hurricane again. You can see it's going to stay out in the ocean. And if we look at the current public advisory on Danielle, it could become a hurricane again tonight or Sunday. It's 965 miles west of the Azores, maximum staying wind 70 miles an hour, moving west at 6 miles an hour. It's very slow movement for a storm at that latitude. It's very unusual to see this form that far north. Minimum central pressure 990 millibars to 9.24 inches. And the extent of winds is about 115 miles from the center. So the next storm that we've got to watch, because, there's another one out there. Tropical Storm Earl is now formed now. All right. Now, heavy rainfall this could affect the Leeward Islands, United States and British Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico this weekend. And there could be mudslides if Puerto Rico winds up getting some of the rain from this. All right, so let's take a look at the latest graphic on this, and your cone right here, and you can see they have it staying a tropical storm, and then when it gets out into the open ocean a little further north, it's going to become a hurricane. So that's what they have there on that. Latest public advisory on Earl. Earl is strengthening to the north of the Leeward Islands. Its location is 19.3 north, 63.2 west, about 75 miles north of the northern Leeward Islands, 50 mile an hour maximum sustained winds, and present movement west-northwest at 10 miles an hour. So it does indicate that the winds reach out up to 105 miles from the center. And the minimum central pressure, again, 29.50 inches. So, yeah, we have two storms to watch. Obviously, these both look like they're going out to sea, but we're now going to look at the graphics from the Tropical Tidbit site. You can see Danielle there starting to strengthen again. You see that the higher cloud tops there are starting to show again, and I think we'll be looking at a hurricane for Danielle tomorrow. And, again, these are your spaghetti models here that have the track, and you can see here, yeah, this could impact Europe. How crazy is that? It could. We'll have to watch that, but that's more of a concern for Europe. Let's go to the other storm here, which is Earl. And this is Earl, which is actually looking pretty impressive here. Yeah, you could see some real blow-ups in the convection, so I think this thing will get itself together and definitely probably become a hurricane. Maybe I think it may be a little sooner than we think here. Maybe probably by Monday, perhaps, we'll be seeing this become a hurricane. And you can see here are the tracks. Fortunately, you see that recurving out to sea. Looking at, here's the GFS ensembles. Most of them take it out to sea. Not an issue for us. And here is the strengthening guidance. And this could actually strengthen to a pretty strong storm, although it'll be right out over the ocean. So let's get back to our weather here, and we will go to the latest models and take a look and see how the rest of your weekend is going to go. And we're going to see more in the way of clouds and more in the way of shower chances, especially as we hit tomorrow night into Monday, because we have this backdoor front that's going to sink through, but it could stall out for a time and hopefully give us some rain. So let's take a look at the latest HRRR model. This is the 0ZHRRR. So let's see what we have for tomorrow. And you can see not a whole lot going on. We see a couple of widely scattered showers in the morning, and then another batch pops up in the evening, but not really showing that much. You can see it kind of just weakens by the time it gets to Long Island. That's the problem. We're seeing it again. And look at this. Same deal on Monday. On Monday for Labor Day, we may have to wait into the evening. And the question is, will this rain hold together? That is the question. We're going to have to take a look and see how things look tomorrow night on the models. It's very hard right now to say because this is convective, it's showery, and you know the way it is. It's hit or miss when it's like this. So we're going to have to keep an eye on that. And this goes all the way through almost your Labor Day. So it looks like maybe we could get some of that in on the evening on Labor Day. Let's go look at your dew points because they will be rising. Wasn't that humid today? We had dew points generally in the upper 50s and low 60s, but you'll see tomorrow we have more of a southwesterly wind or a south-southwesterly wind, which will increase the humidity levels to probably being pretty high again. It looks like probably mid to upper 60s. And then for Monday, even more humid, and we have, again, you can see there almost looks like there's a low-pressure center. You can see kind of the winds swirling around a little bit like a low-pressure system trying to form along this frontier. That could enhance some of the lift, so we'll have to see what happens with that. Right now, you can see it's going to be humid. That's the rest of the Legal Labor Day weekend will be more humid, unfortunately. As for highs, tomorrow looks pretty warm, actually. Mid-80s, perhaps, and maybe closer to 90 in New Jersey. Sea breezes on the south shore. For Monday, we see more clouds, so it won't be as hot. Probably highs around 80 degrees. So let's take a look now at the clouds. We'll go to the RGM. And we'll just look at the skies, and we'll have a more detailed weather update for you tomorrow night. But you can see here, it's just showing a mix of sunny clouds tomorrow. So partly sunny, a lot of high clouds around, maybe some breaks. And then for Monday, probably more in the way of clouds. You can see it kind of shows this frontier, and you can see how this actually goes all the way into Tuesday. You can see how it kind of just stalls it out over us, which could hopefully maybe bring us an opportunity for some much needed rain. That's going to wrap up this weather update. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Well, I'll have another update for you tomorrow night, getting more into the details and as far as the long range goes, as far as we're going to look and see. We're going to have a little more models in when it comes to seeing this next chance of rain. Let's hope we don't blow it, because it's getting really serious, this drought. It keeps getting more serious the longer this goes on. We need at least an inch of rain. And it's not enough to get rid of the drought, but it's enough to just moisten things up. Things are just so dry right there, out there. All those, we had some showers last week, but it wasn't enough. And then the heat came, and it just dried the ground out again. And things are just dangerously dry out there. It's bad for the plants. It's bad for everybody. We need some rain, so let's hope we can make it happen. Anyway, have a good night.